try and start things a little bit differently. One, you'll get to see some of the wolf action early. It is nice and sunny and bright and warm today here in Central Florida, so you probably won't see a ton of action, but at least you get to see the animals. And today we're going to be talking about the happy guy to the right there, and his name is Pono, and we're going to be giving you a little bit of a story that has happened over the past few days. And without further ado, I'm actually going to turn it over. Let's see, there you are.
Here I am. I'm being lazy. I'm leaning up against the tree. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor today, who is Spot Farms. And we really like this product. It's a dehydrated human grade food that we use not only for our dogs that we have on property, but also as a topper on the regular, as a supplement to the raw food for the wolves and wolf dogs. We really like it because even though it's dehydrated, it becomes moist rather quickly. And what's special about this product is they actually tell you where they get the food, what specific farm or ranch. And this in particular,
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. This one's grain-free duck recipe, and they also have beef and a few others. And it'll show you on the front, like this has a little picture of the duck, and it'll say raised in Indiana, and then it'll give you a little information on the side, exactly where in Indiana the food comes from and the name of the farm, and how they raise their ducks for this product, and all the natural components that are in the food. So we highly recommend this and thank them for their contributions to In Harmony with Nature. So hopefully we have a good shot of that.
But actually, I'll interject a little bit real quick.
Sure.
Because I know there's an old mantra that I live by, because I kind of work in the food industry a little bit, and that is, you are what your food eats. So that goes along with your animals, right?
Oh, okay. You are what your food eats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not the first one to create that. I will never own that, but it's a great mantra to live by, and it's something to really think about. And then, in this case, you know exactly where it's coming from, and then what's going into the food as well. So yeah, it's
excellent.
Awesome. So thank you for Spot Farms for being a part of the In Harmony world here.
Okay, so I'm going to don't let me forget that I'm putting this right behind
me
in the tree.
They won't let you forget, that's for sure.
Because if I do forget it, we will never see this product in this container or the container again. So,
and then Virginia Zulzel, I don't even want to know, Zulsdorf is saying hello. So
hi,
we'll say hi, Virginia.
Thanks for joining us. Like Rob said, we are going to tell you a little story about our guy, Pono. He did relocate, so
zoom in there.
We have Pono and Eni and Kari and Kichi in this pack now, and it's a very hot day, so most of them are just lazing around. And as Rob likes to say, these are our 2 yearlings. I'll let you explain that one, Rob.
Yeah, so there's yearlings once they hit the year mark, and then once they hit the 2 year mark, it's 2 yearlings. So
See, so he's created a new term that we like to use.
Even Pono finds it funny, apparently. So
yeah. I tell you what Pono did not find funny is yesterday he was out on a day pass because it was time for Pono, as well as a few others that are in line for this also, to either be spayed or neutered. And for Mr. Pono, it was being neutered. So this is a process for our director to have to go through, because if you and I were going to take our dog in that need to be neutered, we'd like, okay, let's go, put a leash on them, jump up at the car, and that's part of the challenge with these guys. So with Pono, he had to be pre-sedated enough to where Kim was able to pick him up and transport him. And then after the surgery, she brought him back while he was under post sedation and was, you know, able to let him lie down in the car and then transport him back that way. But in addition to being spayed, we were all, excuse me, not spayed, neutered. In addition to being neutered, he also had an issue with his leg. He'd been limping, so what we did was have them x-ray that leg also, and his leg looked great. There was no damage there on the leg, so perhaps he just has a little pull, but it was certainly good news to know that he was doing well with the leg issue. Now when Kim brought him back, here's another challenge. You don't want to put him right back in his enclosure with 3 other pack mates because he's still sedated. And so what she did was she placed him, if you'll span over to your right a little bit, over to the walkthrough over here. There's a little walkthrough area that's fenced. You'll see Kim, our director, on the far right, and then there's a gate there and a walkthrough that goes down to Papua and Conti. So it would give him the ability to come out of sedation in a secure area close to his pack, but not totally inside the enclosure where they would be all over him, because trust me, they missed him yesterday. They so missed him, and they were so glad when he did come back. But here's what the little rascal did. He stayed in that particular lockout area the whole night, and sometime in the middle of the night, Mr. Pono decided he would wake up. And so what usually happens when we all feel good and wake up, especially if we're a wolf and it's cool, is we want to play. So he did. He was able to get his nice long leg and paw through the fence to grab a hose and do some damage on the hose, and that's what Kim was working on trying to get repaired, was the hose situation, so that we could have water access over here today. So little Pono became a rascal in the middle of the night, but we got everybody fresh water over here by just carrying the buckets out and using another hose and carrying them back in. But that just goes to show some of the challenges that we face when we're dealing with wolves and wolf dogs, especially when they have to be transported, because it does become a challenge. And if you want to talk a little bit about how you're going to, well, here's Kim, our director. Look how happy she is. She gets to repair, there she is, she gets to repair the hose. And that's her baby boy that did that. Her sweet baby boy. Okay, she's going to check on his incision, so we can probably get this on.
Oh,
now look, he, move up as much as you can without disturbing him. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, good boy. So as you can see, Kim has a great rapport with Mr. Pono, especially him, because he was basically bottle fed and hand raised by Kim. He had some calcium deficiency issues I think we've talked about before, and wasn't able to run and play with his little pack members for a while, and has grown up to be a nice strong young man. So his incision looks good, Kim?
Looks good. Looks very good.
Excellent.
It's a different side of Pono that we don't always get to see personally.
True. So, Rob, if you want to talk about how we're going to do a little tie-in to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, so if everybody, you know, if you want to stay abreast of what's happening, or to get a little bit more in-depth of the story of how everything went down for Pono's sedation and how he reacted, and a little bit more broader and in-depth visual, we're going to be doing some editing of some video that was taken during that process, so everybody gets, you know, really to learn more about the animals that are here on property and about what it takes to actually handle these guys. Let's see, where did he go? There he is. hopefully you guys. And the one thing that's going to be is that I'm in here with a foreign object, so they're not always very happy about that.
And we've got 2 of them that are down under the, I believe, the concrete slab over here. So
Their cave.
yeah, okay. Whoops. So this will start to tie in nicely if you have not already become a subscriber on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, hop on over.
Right?
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is you'll see an update that I will do to this post once it goes static, probably tonight, which if it's after the fact, you know, I don't know what time that'll be when you're watching this. So it really depends on when you take it all in. But, you know, what we want everyone to do is just, you know, make sure you're following us, make sure you like and subscribe, and you guys will get to learn a lot more, see a lot more, you know, and the YouTube channel will start carrying a lot more content, and our biggest request is that you guys just, you know, like, follow, subscribe, share the content, and really just help us to spread the word for what we're doing day to day. Also check out everything that our sponsors are doing, because, you know, that's a huge help for what we're doing day in and day out. And supporting them just continues our efforts as well. So, you know, we love you guys, and we appreciate all your effort and support.
Are we on the screen, or are the wolves? It's so sunny I can't tell.
It's the wolves.
Good.
when they're wandering around, because I think everybody prefers to see them versus us.
Heck yeah, I do too. Good. Ah, some shade coming in.
There we go.
Here comes Mr. Pono. Hi, Popey.
Let's see how we.
I call him Little Popo. Little Popo.
There he
Hey,
is.
sweet boy. Very curious. I'm very curious. I'd like to see what Mr. Rob's got in his hand.
Pretty much.
Okie dokie.
Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us as always, and you know, hop on over to our YouTube channel. Like I said, we'll see those edits approximately sometime tonight, that being Wednesday evening, and I'll add an update to this post as well with that link, and then we'll probably do a standalone post as well. And then once you get on Instagram, I'll post that as the link in the bio, so you guys will have everything. But for now, we want to thank you guys again for joining us, and thank you to my brain's dead. Spot Farms.
Spot Farms.
Spot Farms. Thank you. We'll get a little picture of
Come this way. You get it one last time.
Mr. Pono after he's been healed and starting to recover there. So until next time, and if you missed any of this, feel welcome to hop on over to Instagram, and we'll be there very shortly. So see you then. Thank you.